so welcome to another Grit and Grime basketball podcast. I'm your host,
Hello.
as always, David Sagoe, here with Thomas Arnal
Yay, hello.
and Jose Garcia Vidal.
Hello.
2 for 2.
Hey man, it's a new year, you got to get your reps in, get your game back. Hopefully we'll be out there hooping soon. Let's get into that time of the year. So it's also getting to the time of the year where we start wrapping up the regular season. We've only got 2 weeks left. It finishes on the 10th, and then we get the play-in, and then we get the play-off. So it's awards season. I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard, there's some awards going on, and nothing at all has happened at any of them so far. Yeah, so we're just gonna slap you with the
there is.
team.
There is. I was thinking, how can we introduce the slap? That's it. You got it. And it was pretty smooth. Yeah, I was good.
So we're gonna run through the first team, second team, and third teams, breaking down by position, guard, forwards, and center. There will be no controversies this year, I promise. And I guess we're gonna start off with should we do it position by position and go around that way? That was a good one.
That was probably your best one, man.
That was impeccable.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Anyway.
And we will kick things off with, I guess, the guards. First team guards.
Okay. I mean,
You can go.
easy.
Go ahead, Jose. Take it away.
Steph and DeRozan.
On your first team.
Now we're already here with the controversy.
DeRozan is a 2 guard.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing.
Is that right?
What's the Bulls starting lineup? Everyone healthy.
The what? The what?
What's the Bulls starting lineup? Everyone healthy.
Oh, I don't know. Can we have Jimmy? Can we call Jimmy? Can we call Jimmy? Jimmy?
Oh no.
Maybe you'll end up calling.
This is not live, right?
Maybe you'll end up calling Haslam, and he'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
You see, and this is the controversy. I think last year he wasn't available at forward, was it? But he plays forward.
That's it,
right? Yeah, he plays the 3.
So what is Levine?
And at times in the spot, yeah. But that's fine. I'll allow it because I actually think we should do away with positions and just have the 5 best players.
Thank you so much. So yeah, those 2, Steph and DeMar.
That is interesting. Because what I was gonna say before I let you go was that one of them is a lock, and you didn't mention the lock. So
the lock.
Yeah. So
go
so
ahead.
I had Luka as a lock.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had Luka as a lock. With the Mavs surge up the West, he's just been ridiculous, and the numbers are always going to be there. He's that type of player. But yeah, I think they have, along with the Celtics, the best record in the league since Christmas, and they've just overtaken the Jazz in the standings for 4th place. Could be their first 4th place finish, and obviously he's the biggest reason why. But yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. Tom, who did you have?
Hear me out. I had Luka because fanboy, and Jason Tatum. JT.
He's a forward.
I know. I don't care. No, in my head, it's not.
Okay.
This is influenced by who I've got left. The other guys I've got on my team, but I had to put JT in there somewhere on the first team.
You think he has to be first team?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think
based only on the second part of the season there, because I mean not only because he's still like second, third team anyway. Like he's on the NBA, but first team, based on the last 15 games, 20 games.
More than that, I mean, more I think he's like the Celtics start of the season was a bit slow, but I don't think that was because of him.
Okay,
I think it's been Chris Rock solid. So
that was too much effort on that one.
Oh, yeah, too much effort.
So yeah, some buckets like Tatum now.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like, because obviously there's a lot of conversations about him being on the MVP, in the top 5 or whatever. Which I'm not sure, because then I would agree with the argument saying, yeah, for the second part of the season, yeah, it's not enough to be on that discussion. But as a sort of a recognition, that's what he's been doing for the stuff that now put him on the first team.
And I think it's important that we sort of acknowledge that, sure, some players might have started poorly, but there's no difference between starting poorly and coming along and starting great and tailing off, right?
It's exactly the same.
It's the same.
Yeah, the beginning of the season doesn't matter more or less than the end of the season. So
Not
it's
really.
just the recency's. I can't say it.
Recency bias, but then also, where are the Celtics in the standings? All right, they've risen from 10th to what, 3rd or something like that.
They got to first a couple of days ago.
They got to first a couple of nights ago,
and now they're 4th, I think.
Right,
but
it's very
like,
close in there.
Yeah,
but like, again, if comparing him to DeRozan, for example, I have them on the same team, not my first team, but the same team, and like DeRozan started like an absolute house on fire, and has tailed off a little bit towards the end, whereas Tatum's done the opposite, but they're basically in the same place. So I wouldn't necessarily detract. Detract in that way. So
who's your second guard, Dave?
This is the one bit that I'm kind of deliberating on. So it's between Curry and Ja.
Ooh.
I went out west for both of my guards, and as I said, I have Tatum.
You can use the argument
forward.
you had, right? Which is one started hot and the other one not. And then
absolutely, but then also, I don't know. Like, I know Curry's having a down season for Curry, but the question I'm asking is a down season for Curry still better than what is the greatest season for Ja?
Yeah.
And the thing that had me, I originally put Curry and then I put an arrow just to sort of say they're interchangeable. And I think the thing that was swaying me was that the Warriors without Curry are a way worse team than Memphis Grizzlies without Ja.
The Grizzlies are arguably better.
Yeah.
Their record is what, 17 and 3.
What's the stat? It's 18 and 2 or 17
They're
and 3.
incredible without him. But that's because the Grizzlies are a better unit than the Warriors are right now.
Yeah, they're a better balanced team. And that's not Ja's fault, is it?
No, not at all. He's having a fantastic season regardless.
Yeah, it's just one of those tough ones. And I find it weird that Curry's completely fallen out of the like MVP discussions and stuff. I'm just like, wait, like, not that he should be top 3 or anything like that, but I find it weird that people have taken this slump where he's shooting 36% from the field, from 3.
Around that, yeah.
Because he's still being guarded the same.
Yeah.
Which means he still has the same gravity on offense, which was always the kicker anyway. I don't know. Ja's team has the edge. They're 3 or 4 games above the Warriors now. 3, I think, above the Warriors.
3. Yeah.
But if you take out the games that they played without Ja, I don't think they're above the Warriors. Or their win percentage would be, I don't think their win percentage would be above the Warriors. So it's like me rewarding him for his teammates being better without him. I don't know. I'm all over the place with this. And I guess no one's really going to care or remember in 2 weeks. So I'm going to go with the legacy pick. and take Curry.
All right.
That's fair choice. Yeah. Cool.
Ja
That makes
will have
sense.
many a
That makes
first team in the future, I think.
Yes. It's got time.
Yeah. So this is, I'm interested to see what you guys have got now that you've shifted all these players over to guard. Because I thought guard was probably the most stacked position. We have the forwards, first team forwards.
Okay.
I guess I'll go first since I went last.
Go for it.
Giannis, no brainer.
Okay. Yeah.
MVP candidate, top 3.
There's no discussion there.
An MVP candidate, top 1, and he's not 1. Well, he is 1. Jokic.
So wait, whoa. Well,
Allow it.
Jokic is a power forward then.
He's my power forward, yes.
Fine. Okay,
My
just wanted to make sure.
Even though he played 0 minutes at power forward, didn't play a single minute with the backup center.
0.
Last year, he was eligible at power forward. Zach Lowe did the research. He called the league. He said, are they both going to be eligible? Because they were both eligible at power forward. And by they, I'm obviously referring to Jokic and Embiid.
I wonder who you have a center then.
Last year, I did the same. Oh, Rudy.
That's it. That's the spirit.
Last year I did the same thing because they were both eligible at forward and center. I'm just assuming they're going to be again. And if they're not, then screw it. It shouldn't be positioned anyway.
Fine. So Giannis and the Joker.
And the Joker.
Fine. Wow. I'm surprised, man.
Well, I'm not, because I've got literally the same picks. So I agree, 100%.
At forward.
Yep. Yeah, Jokic.
Are you guys kidding me?
No, he's out there passing the ball.
You see,
you're missing someone, mate. You're missing someone.
Play the rules.
Come on.
We'll get to it on the second team. Who's on your first team?
I have Giannis, obviously, and then LeBron.
Been great. He's been great. Has he been better than Jokic?
No, but Jokic is my center.
Better than
Embiid?
Jokic has been better than Embiid.
Has LeBron been better than Embiid?
Arguably.
Not statistically.
You think so?
This guy is like, come on, and he got some milestones this season as well. Like, I think LeBron's season has been underrated. Fine.
I do. Yeah. I agree.
But
I agree.
you just picked this guy over another guy because of his legacy. So, hey, who has a bigger legacy than this guy? Very few people.
That's true. Touche. I do. I do think Embiid has been better. Has he been better? I don't know, man. I don't know. He's contributed to more winning basketball.
Exactly.
Take LeBron out of that team.
He wasn't in the team in the beginning.
They were a 500 team. Take LeBron out of this team now. The 3 wins you got in the last 20 games.
Now.
The 3 wins you got in the last 20 games, you would have lost, basically.
The Lakers lost to the Rockets with LeBron.
I know.
Which G League team are we bringing to play the Lakers without LeBron?
The guy is still... He's a scoring champion.
Yeah. I'm not going to say any more.
I got him at forward with Giannis.
Okay. Touche. I'm surprised by that, actually. I thought you guys were going to sleep on LeBron, even not just first team. He's also eligible at guard, by the way.
Is he?
I mean, yeah. Well,
so if you did want to do some, I don't know that he's eligible at guard, but last year he was eligible at guard. So if you wanted to do
he would be. I mean, he has the ball all the time in the Lakers offense, and he distributes the ball.
Then make Jokic available at guard.
Exactly. He's a point guard.
Sure. But you got him as small forward, so why not?
Very small forward. No, that's interesting. So LeBron and Giannis. Tom, have we done Tom already?
Yeah, we moved to center now.
Oh, you said the same as me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Giannis and Jokic, and then Embiid at center. If you want to jump the gun.
Yes. Tell us about Embiid. Why is he your center and not Jokic?
Because I can't see. Well, like I know Embiid's doing it, but he does bring the ball up sometimes. But I, for some reason, I sort of equate Jokic to be somebody that can hang around the outside and be a stretch four, be a point guard. So he, in my mind, belongs outside of the paint, sort of thing, more than any numbers or anything you can see, right?
That's
rather
fine.
when I think Embiid, I think maybe Shaq, closer to the paint. I know he's taking a lot of threes, but still, in my brain is like I see Embiid hanging around the paint a lot more than
I can see that. I can see that.
That's why it's only purely that, because both of them are, I guess, number 1 and 2 in the MVP race. It's very hard to separate the two.
Well,
so I had to have them
Jose
both.
just did, didn't he? He said LeBron was
should
also be in the MVP race.
Yeah, but I don't know. I only take for the MVP, I like to put teams down in the playoffs. So. It's not a done deal just quite yet.
It's not too late. It's not too late.
DeJounte Murray has a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Effing lootly.
Hey, listen. Lakers are not making the play-in. So
that's not what you said 2 weeks ago.
What did I say?
I remember very specifically. You said, "Yeah, I don't think that the teams behind the Lakers are going to win enough games."
Yeah,
that was a slap in the face.
Yeah, I think you should have turned around and sit back down after that one.
Yeah, Lakers aren't going to make it. Second team. Here we are.
Right.
Tom.
Wait, I haven't told you. Oh yeah, I did tell you my center.
Yeah.
Well, it's Jokic.
It's Jokic.
Jokic, yes. Big Joker. He's so good, man. Sometimes I like just watching him. But he needs to shoot the ball more, I think.
Yeah, no, right.
They lost a game where he shot 9 of 10 from the field. Why are you only taking 10 shots? Why? Someone answer me.
Yeah. Some players take 35 and only make 2, so it's like, you know what I'm saying.
You're taking shots at Randall.
Yeah, I know.
Westbrook.
Second, he's not allowed that many shots anymore.
Yeah.
Second team, Tom.
Guards. All right, so I'm going with Steph Curry.
Chef.
Because why not? And Booker.
Okay.
Nice.
Because he's also part of the MVP conversation recently, but I don't think so. I mean, Kyrie Irving said he should be MVP. And we should all listen to what Kyrie has to say, because he's always right.
And we should always agree.
And we should all agree. But yes, I don't think he's quite there yet. I think you're still walking around with that the image of him just being a scorer, but he does a lot more than that. So, and his team is just like number 1 in the league by miles and miles. And so why not having that? I was very tempted to have him in the first team as well. Very, very tempted. But then again, recency bias with Jason Tatum. Okay. I just defeated him on, anyways, so Booker, but it's fair. I think he'll be on the first team maybe next year or the year after if he carries on.
And your other? Oh, you said Curry.
Oh, Steph Curry, yeah.
The chef. Interesting. Jose?
Well, I got Ja Morant because I didn't have him on my first team, and I got Chris Paul.
All right.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you said that. How do we split the two?
Chris Paul is the guard, like it will be the ball. But
I mean Booker and Paul.
What? Oh,
So Tom, you went with Booker over Paul.
Yeah.
Jose, you've gone with Paul over Booker.
yeah.
Why do you have Paul over Booker?
I think Paul is a bigger piece to this, a more important part of this Suns team.
Okay.
Still, maybe won't be the next thing next year. I expected this year to be a shift for them. It's happening already, as you just said, Tom. Book is doing more things than just scoring, but CP3 is a more integral part of his team still.
Okay, they've done really well with him out. He overturned
a couple calls from the refs just by talking to them, so he's still very influential.
Should be a politician.
But they've still done very well without him, though. I don't know what the team record was.
Same thing about Ja Morant, mate.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, I had that debate in my head as well. Ideally, I would have wanted to put them both on the same team, but I didn't feel like I could do that just with the performances of the other three guards. So I ended up with Ja Morant and Devin Booker, just because I believe he's played more games than Chris Paul. So I had that as the tie break, but I find it very difficult to split their influence. I know last year
who played more games than Chris Paul?
Booker.
Yeah, the Chris Paul's he's missed a whole bunch of games.
4 points, four games. Sorry.
Oh, really? Is that all?
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry.
Still mathematically correct.
Yes, that is correct.
So yeah, I gave him the edge. Yeah, it's a tough one splitting those two. And I think because of that, they are gonna continue to like split votes on teams, split votes on MVPs and stuff like that. It's gonna with them both being guards as well, it's gonna be really difficult for them to separate from each other. It's gonna be hard for Booker to come out of the shadow, but I mean, team success is most important, really.
100%. This is a team sport at the end of the day, right? Like, and I think mostly CP3 is not going to care about the personal accolades anymore. Like he's done the all NBA already, the All Stars. Like he's done it, and they what's great about them is that they make each other better, right? Yeah. So I wonder if they would be as successful if they were in different teams right now. Probably not.
Well, they were before, and they weren't. Right.
Yeah, like Chris Rock will say, it feels like we're splitting hairs on that one.
He would. He would.
Come on, give it to me.
We can move across to the forwards on the second team.
Yay.
Jose, take it away.
Okay. Can we list Luka's forward?
Shit, yeah. Hell yeah.
I got him as my small forward.
Bending over backwards. I think he just to slide people around. Just because you didn't want DeRozan on second team.
No way.
Yes. You can. Yeah, you can. I mean, he definitely plays point guard, but hey, who cares?
Yeah, I got Luka and Jason Tatum.
Okay. Luka and Tatum. We've spoken about Luka a little bit already. Tatum, we've spoken about a little bit already.
Yeah.
I'll go. I have LeBron.
Okay.
And this might be a little bit controversial just because of games played, but I have Durant.
Come on, man. You can't include him.
It's just when he's played, he's been arguably the best player in the league.
Kyrie played amazing, man, as well. Like Kyrie has been amazing too.
Yeah. What has he played? 4 games this year? 5?
He's been
and
great.
He scored 50 in all of them.
And he's already tired. Back-to-back games. He's like, I wish we had more time to rest. Like, really? Really?
Oh, you did.
You did have more time to rest.
You had more time than anybody else, mate. Besides Zion, probably.
And James Harden. Yeah.
Oh man. How many games has he played? Let's see here.
Kyrie.
No,
10, 15 games? Oh, Durant.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense. It's hard to argue against KD though.
48 games. By the
48.
end of the season, he'll be at around 58, which is
that's not terrible.
Probably a bit too short for my liking normally, but he's just been so damn good.
Yeah, he's incredible.
29.5 points per game.
Yeah.
6 assists, 7 rebounds. And the guy just wins games. Like the team without him fell off a whole cliff, and then he comes back and they just start winning almost all the games.
I mean, he must have back pain for carrying them all the way into the playoffs.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Fine, yeah, I see why you picked Durant. It's just
maybe it's not fair over the others just with how many more games they've played. But to me, all NBA more than anything is a best player's reward.
Fine.
And I think when he's played, has been a better player than the two on my third team. So that brings us to Tom. You got
right. So I've got DeRozan.
Okay.
Because and LeBron James as a stretch 4-point guards. Whatever he is, whatever he wants to be.
He's on the second team. That's the position that he's in.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's I think it's like individually, like he should be on the first team, but then who am I taking out from that first team? And then as a team sports, it's just been an absolute car crash of a season for the Lakers. Like, how do you justify having him on the team again?
Points per game.
Yeah, points per game. So that's why I've got him in the second, not in the first. But otherwise, he's been, amazing all season long. So
yeah, his assists are a little bit down. I don't know why.
I'm sure we can figure that one out.
I'm sure he's passing the ball, but
to what and who?
Yeah, he's passing it all right.
Yeah.
And then we have second team center. So there's going to be some differences here. Tom, go with yours.
I'm going with Cat.
I thought we would disagree there, but I also went with Cat. Go ahead.
Good.
Why?
It's just he feels like he's switched gears. This is like, how my I think yours as well. Our criticism of Towns was he looks like he's checked out on the court, right? Like he's got all the talent in the world, and he should be that guy. Like on your team, he should be your primary go-to guy. He should be your franchise player. He should be everything because he's that good. And like, you remember, we always go back to that survey they did with all the GM survey saying, who do you start your franchise with? Well, Cat, 2 years running. That tells you something. And then he feels like this season he's looked angrier. He looks more determined. He looks like he wants to go somewhere. I think he wants to, I don't know if it's prove to himself or prove to everyone else, or just maybe something switched in his brain and he's realized that he should be showing himself and showing everyone else more than he's been producing.
Yeah, and people around him have had, I think, a positive influence in him. Obviously, new coach, Anthony Edwards playing better.
Yeah.
Pat Bev, I think, could have been, if he hasn't been, I don't know how, right? Like, because like he's just such a massive like force when he's playing. Like, so even I imagine like Pat Bev, even if he doesn't talk to Cat and directly tells him you should be this, you should be, just like, it's contagious, right? That energy that he has on the court, and he needed that like sass, that like strength. Like, so I like that. I agree. I think Cat is really good. I don't have it on my second team, but
the one moment that sold it for me is when Westbrook shot that air ball. And do you remember that? He got the ball on the other hand, and he looked up, and I went, nah. And people were like, "Oh my god, I don't like this." I went, "Nah, that's exactly what you want to see from him.
100%.
Yeah,
From
100%.
him, specifically for him, that's what you needed to see.
Yeah, he needed it.
Before he would have grabbed the ball, gone and go up the court and just wait for something to happen, or just go like there. I was like, yes, finally he's there. Right. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you get when you're the greatest shooting big man of all time.
Testify. True story.
All NBA second team. Yeah, he's been great. Jose.
Yeah, I have Embiid. Obviously, like he was missing from my first team. So yeah. I mean, for me, it was either taking LeBron out of the first one and putting Embiid in there. So I couldn't justify putting Embiid and LeBron in the same team and Jokic and Giannis, and because I think DeRozan deserves it this year. So yeah, Embiid the second team.
Right. You could shift LeBron over to the guards position and go with Embiid over DeRozan if you think he's had a better season, but
but then
it's your choice.
No, it's my choice. Exactly, it is my choice.
Because that first team would look crazy big with LeBron in the guard slot, Giannis, Jokic, Embiid. Woo! And the weird thing is, on offense, Giannis would play center.
It's likely.
He's the worst shooting 3-point shooter out of the three. Oh my god, such a weird.
Third team.
Hey,
moving through the gears here. Who should go first?
I think it's your turn.
Is it me? Okay.
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
Okay.
Trae Young.
You got Trae in there. Okay.
So, obviously, Donovan Mitchell misses out for me. I think that's my biggest snub at guard. Chris Paul, Trae Young. We've spoken about Chris Paul already. Obviously, one of the best leaders in the league, and the Suns are out of here. And then Trae Young over Donovan Mitchell. Obviously a tough one just because Trae Young's team hasn't been winning, and Donovan Mitchell's team has. But I just think that as a singular force, Trae Young is the better player. And when I have any of these debates, I eventually just go, who do I think is a better player? And in this case, I've gone with Trae Young. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell's a better defender.
Yeah.
He's improved his shooting a lot.
Yep.
I think he's up to 36%. He's shooting over 52% on twos, I think, as well, which is excellent. But it's Trae Young. It's the playmaking that puts it over the top for me. And where Donovan Mitchell, although he has improved, he shows some of that black hole tendencies. When Rudy's got his big hand in the air, calling for it down low while being guarded by me. A lot of the time, Mitchell will run around in a circle, run back to the 3-point line and shoot it. I think Trae, with some of the stuff he can do to elevate his teammates, he's really a one-man offense. And what is he averaging? 29 and 8 or something?
20 something, yeah.
Mitchell.
28 and 9.
Oh, Trae.
Trae's
averaging 27 and almost 10 assists.
That is MVP numbers, man. On a team that is nowhere near.
Okay.
But I guess I understand why it feels like Donovan Mitchell's I don't know, it feels like he was highly rated for one season, like when he had that playoff runs, when he sort of exploded onto the scene.
He was great in the playoff. He's been great.
He's still a great scorer,
really.
Though. He's still
he's
great,
still
great scorer. You said it earlier about
feels...
Booker. Like, what else does Mitchell do? Like, maybe 4 assists. Is it 5 assists and 4 rebounds? Like, it's very modest numbers, don't you think? It's on 22 points. Like, he hasn't been great this season.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like he feels like he's not talked about all that much. So I don't know if it's because of where he is, because the Jazz, nobody talks about the Jazz all that much. Even when they first with the best league record, they kind of fly under the radar. So it's hard. I find it hard. Like even though I like Mitchell, I find it hard to put him in any of those teams.
Right.
Like on the third team, to be fair, for me, he wasn't even in. Like I looked at it and I went,
consider him.
Okay. Like for a split second, I went Mitchell, and then I went, I haven't seen anything from Mitchell this year. Like, not even if you can talk stats and all this stuff. Like, I haven't seen any, even like something simple like a highlight. I haven't seen anything from him this year. Like, it feels like he's been super quiet.
Yeah.
So on that front, I'm like, you know, the guy I've picked over him. You've heard. Oh, well, I've got Ja Morant on as a point guard for the
third team. Yeah. Okay.
And then I've picked Zach LaVine.
Okay.
Because of the 1-2 punch thing they had going on with DeRozan and LaVine, and I thought, you know what, it's because he's taken a leap as well. He's deserving of some sort of recognition, obviously, because it's not going to be an MVP or it's not going to be even talked about in that discussion. But like, as you know, on the third team, he's not going to win MIP. He's not going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Six man. He's not going to win Coach of the Year. So put him on the third team. It's in there somewhere. I think that's cool for him. He's improved as well. Like I think people are taking him more seriously now this year.
Yeah. And DeRozan's taken some of the weight off him, especially with the playmaking and stuff like that. Cool. Didn't see that one coming, but hey, that's what we're here for.
You know, the only one who didn't see anything coming, and then bang, right in the face. It's right there.
Jose, 13 guard.
You're not gonna like this.
You put Westbrook on. If you put Westbrook on, I'm leaving.
Podcast
is over.
If you put Westbrook, you're banned.
You're not going to like this. DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, and who?
I knew.
Hold on. DeJounte Murray. 21 points. 8 rebounds. 9.3 assists. 2 steals. Leads the league in steals. And if the Spurs make this play, mate, the Spurs make this play, and like it's a massive accomplishment. And this kid carried this team on his back.
Yeah, he has.
If I can talk myself into having LaVine on the third team, you can definitely have Murray. Like I don't know why.
Absolutely.
Murray in there. Yeah.
Thank you.
If Tom's going to be nice to the Bulls,
they're all right. They're just those people that you just go in.
It says something that that Tom recoiled when I said Trae Young, but then put a Bull on his team. He's going through changes.
I've been, let's say that recently I've been more scarred by Trae Young than the Bulls.
So DeJounte Murray, all of those stats, absolutely. He's really taken on playmaking duties in a way that I don't think he has in the past. And then he is one of the best guard defenders in the league, right? With his size as well, he can push up and guard some forwards. And yeah, like that roster is not good. And I find it incredible that the Spurs have sort of, I don't even know. Obviously, Kawhi was talented, but it feels like they've created a star out of someone who wasn't necessarily going to be a star.
Not at all. Correct. But we say it every time we talk about the Spurs, which is not often, by the way, not often enough, in my opinion.
Oh, come on.
That's what
the Spurs, potentiate, like, how can I say, like, get the best out of this.
Yeah.
Average players that there will be an average player in any other team, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he's a fantastic leader as well. Like he's a guy that he has a CP3 kind of chip in his head that is going to lead the team anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so I have to have him just because of what he's done. A little bit biased, sure, fine, but I think he would deserve it. Like, you can argue that he deserves it. And you're not gonna like my second one.
Who is it? I was just looking at my list, being like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
who left off? Go on. The beard.
Yeah, I got James Harden, man.
James Harden. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been good, man. 10 assists, 22 points. Tom is leaving. 8 rebounds. And he did play 58 games. It's not like he's missed a bunch of games, you know? He played 58 games. Like, I still think he's one of the best players. I still have him up there. I think he's better than Trey. Still.
No. And I hate Trey. But no.
I told you were not gonna like it.
No.
Told you.
That's funny. James Harden is the ultimate black hole on any team.
10 assists.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. 10 assists.
Don't you think they have a chance now with your starting center in the first team
to win the league?
Yeah,
the Sixers. I mean, I apologize to Mike, who's probably listening, but no. All
right. You say that.
Wow.
500 free throws later, could be raising that Larry O'Brien trophy.
500 free. By the way, I'll probably try to share it on our social media, but like there's an awesome video. I think it's titled "Why the my voice the NBA is broken." As this guy's talking about the rule changes with, especially because of James Harden and how he used to bait on those three-point shooting, trying to get the foul. And there's some mad stats in there of how many points he scored thanks to those fouls that are no longer called. So it's quite mad. I'll put it up with somewhere. It's just very interesting. Yeah. And when I saw it, I went, "Oh."
Yeah. When I had a reason to defend him for my own agenda, one thing I never said about him is that he's actually not that good of a shooter.
That's in the video, and that he actually is like, he's not a good shooter at all.
He's actually not that good of a shooter. It's just that he gets fouled so much from the three, and people guard him so tightly that it almost doesn't matter when it doesn't go in, because for every one that doesn't go in, he's going to get 3 free throws and make all of them. And if you miss a 3-pointer, then get fouled on a 3-pointer, you're shooting 50% from the field. From 3. Sorry.
Yeah, from 3.
So yeah, that's how he remains efficient. He figured out a way to get free throws from the 3-point line. Complete game changer.
And that's why they changed the rule again.
And he continues to get free throws.
Not such on a mad rate as he was before.
But that's because the ball's not in his hands as much.
True, also that. Anyway,
that's an interesting one. I didn't see that coming either. So we move to the forwards. Tom,
sure.
Take it away.
I'm going with KD because you've got to slot him in somewhere. But also the fact that he's only played
48
games. I'm not happy with that. 48, fine. But also, like, I can hear both sides of the argument. But the side that is winning for me is that he's been absolutely amazing every time he's been on the court, and he came back from injury, massive injury, and he's still doing this stuff. I was very close to get him out of the third because of his trash talk to Evan Fournier the other day when he went like this, and I was like, nah, man. But I put him back in because then he said that the French national team, he don't like them. So that means we're living in his head rent free. That means he's respecting us. Boom.
He did
so
say
I put
that.
him back in the third.
He did say that.
So you don't like us, and I take that as a form of respect.
Interesting
anyway.
all NBA criteria.
Anything goes.
You list all his accolades: one-time MVP,
doesn't like the French,
2-time champion,
hates baguettes,
doesn't eat camembert. Boom, going there. So yeah, KD. Yeah, I cannot leave KD out of any list because he's such a great player. It's impossible to even injure them. Like, he's got to be in. Then power forward, Bam Adebayo.
Bam from the bio. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Started super slow, and now he's actually becoming the very quiet, powerful
Center,
voice
yes.
on the Raptors, right? So he's like
on the Heat.
Oh, did I say Raptors? Sorry, on the Heat. Yeah,
is he a powerful voice when things go wrong?
No, like a fight on the bench. God, what is happening to the world?
Is he a calming influence?
Probably not. But he's a great player.
Yeah,
he's a great player though. So I feel like he's been largely overlooked in the past few seasons, and I'm like, you know what? On the third team, it's it's the same thing. It's like, who do I take out from the second team to slot him in? It's like, I can't really move anyone from there, so it makes sense to me to put him in on the third. Yeah, it's just some sort of recognition.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler should be in there, also because he's a great
leader.
Mm-hmm. Leader.
Wants to fight the coach.
Coach. I mean, maybe if you think about it,
it's fiery.
It's fiery, but like,
it's fired.
There's a connection between Jimmy Butler and Will Smith. It's like, welcome to Miami. It's like,
except
Miami,
Philly, though.
The Miami makes you violent, maybe.
Will Smith was born in Philadelphia.
Jimmy Butler played in Philadelphia too.
He did.
Oh my
God!
Right.
There you go. Well, that's the link.
Oh,
you see?
Yeah,
you see.
Jimmy Butler is the Will Smith of the NBA.
We've solved the mystery of what Jimmy Butler said to Coach Spoelstra before Spoelstra said, "So you want to fight me?" He said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." And Spoelstra said, "What, you want to fight me?" And then Udonis Haslem stepped in and said, "Listen, we're not like those other comedians on the Oscars stage that's just going to take your crap, all right?" And then Jimmy Butler stood up and he was like, "What are you talking about?" And then Udonis Haslem was like, "I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass." Mystery solved.
Boom. We got it.
There we go. Open and shut case, Johnson.
Easy.
Book him. Where are we at? We're all over the place. Jose, your third team forwards.
You're not gonna like what I've done.
Okay.
What is this dark force team that you've assembled? It's team of villains.
It's all Sith Lords.
I'm intrigued.
No, it's you like the players. It's just I've made them forwards. Devin Booker, small forward.
Okay.
Well, it was either him or Harden, and I think Booker suits a forward more than Harden.
Harden would take more space in the paint, though. Anyway, sorry.
And Cat, my forward Cat.
Wait,
he's from the Dominican Republic, so in the Dominican Republic the positions are different.
Yes, on the other side. Yeah.
So confused. I need to see your teams written down. This is so confusing, but okay, I'll allow it. I mean, he is the greatest shooting forward of all time.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, it's the third team. Anything goes on the third team. It's like,
yeah,
it's like, when you go shopping, you've got that little box with all the stuff that are about to expire, but they don't put that on the shelf. It's all mixed up. This is what the third team is.
That's
about.
what the third team is. Yeah. Everything must go.
Anything must go, and everything has to go.
It's not that crazy what I've done here. Come on.
I can talk myself into Cat being a power forward. Yeah. Stretch four.
What center is he playing with, and who does he guard at forward? Is he going to guard Luka? You have Luka forward, right?
Have you already said yours then?
Well, I have two forwards at forward. So I have Tatum and DeRozan.
Okay,
fine. Yeah, all
right. I didn't do the mental gymnastics too much with the positions. It was just Jokic that I put out of position. Everyone else is very much in place. I just decided to make the tough decisions on who was first, second, and third team. Someone's got to.
Decision. Fine.
Someone's got to.
Fair enough.
Tatum and DeRozan. We've spoken about them already. You guys had them higher up. Yeah, really, really good seasons. I think both of them are having their best season ever.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah,
I think I would say so.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself. Tatum's really come on strong. When they were beating easy teams, we said, well, they're not beating anyone, and then they started beating everyone. So, well deserved. DeRozan again, early MVP candidate, has started to slide on that front, but still a season. Had that 35-point streak. Really good in the clutch as well. That's something we didn't say about the Suns players. Chris Paul and Devin Booker in the clutch are like fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that is very true.
So yeah, those are my forwards, man. Those are my forwards.
So is DeRozan guarding Cat on my team then?
Is Cat guarding DeRozan?
Either way, it won't work.
Put in a blender.
They're both going to lose, basically.
Well, you say that, but if Cat tries to back DeRozan down into the paint, I've got Rudy Gobert down there.
That's right.
Third team center to come over and help switch out onto your other forward, Luka.
Yeah, I've done the same, man. I need to have Gobert there. It's like 15 and 15. That's his average right now. Like it's just crazy. So how can you not have it in a third team? Yeah. So
that's where I
all agree.
Third team?
Oh, is it the only one we all agree on?
I think so.
Can you believe it?
See, he's just that foundational. He's a rock on the third teams.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
There's a good podcast that came out today, actually. He got interviewed by someone at ESPN.
Oh, really?
It's quite interesting to see. Reading the comment section on that YouTube video, there's a lot of people that didn't know him that well. Like, they didn't even actually listen to him talk. Hang on, let me see if I can find. Because I think he's got that image of somebody who's quite full of himself or something, like
contagious. Someone who's very
contagious. But yeah, once you hear him talk, you
have that contagious image.
Yeah, you can
contagious personality.
Go out with him, and Saturday Night Fever sort of thing.
Infectious energy.
Go out with him, and then you get something from him. You always get something from him.
Yeah, always give.
Every time you talk to.
It's not ESPN. It's Bleacher Report with
Howard Beck.
Taylor Rooks.
Oh no, he's not over there anymore, is he? Or is he? He should be. Taylor Rooks is great.
Yeah.
Oh, that will be interesting actually, because she tends to get like a little bit more personal stuff out of players. Interesting that he did it over there actually. Mm-hmm. Cool. I think we're done here. We've managed to touch on everything that matters, Oscars wise, Miami Heat fight wise. We've covered it all somehow, some way, and revealed our all NBA team. So we're gonna wrap things up there. Remember,
slap it up,
like, share, subscribe, rate and review the podcast wherever you listen. What kind of rating should they give Jose though? If they're
5 fingers.
10
stars. 5 stars.
And if 10 stars is not available, do 5.
Yeah, just right like that. Just 5 on your screen like that. Like, make sure.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Slap.
Oh man. Yeah, do all the good things for the podcast. Get the word out there about us. You can also get us on social media at Grit and Grime Pod. And I think that's it. We have been the Grit and Grime Pod. Jose's frozen.
Just listening.
A long day.
Carefully.
We have been the Grit and Grime Pod. I've been David Sagoe. He's been Thomas Arnal.
Hey, bye. Yep.
And he has been Jose Garcia Vidal.
Adios.
We can do like the ET thing.
ET phone home.
I can't do it. Anyway.
And we're out of here.